This video is going to be some of my most recent rockhounding and flint knapping adventures using and testing stone tools, camping, adventuring, hiking, all that. Enjoy, guys. What you got, Leah? Who's that? Jasper. What's up, dude? At the bikers, and I actually did find some workable material that is rhyolite. Check this out. Look at that. That is sturdy and sharp. It is not the same as what I showed before, but this is definitely a rhyolite. Piece of gravel here. Let's see what we could do with it. Was working on this, doing some across flaking, and there's some damage in it. Well, that worked. Look at that. Wouldn't exactly flute, but it worked. Kind of stalled out a little bit right here, but I did get it to go a little bit. After looking for and finding that Jefferson rhyolite, I went back to my camp to experiment with the rock and to get ready for the next day. And my fire starting. We have a whole big hole of Onondaga. right there for spear points and arrowheads. And I'm gonna get a fire started so Leah could cook. Right off the ground, there's a few pieces. I'll use this one. The striker. Little piece of flint. So I think what I'm gonna do is hold it like this. I don't usually hold it like this, but I'm gonna hold it like this time. We'll see if this works. Because most of the sparks fly up. All right, so we'll fold it. We're gonna fold it like that. Piece of flint. Flint and steel. Fire going. Alright. Past 2 times have been hard. Something wrong with my char cloth. Yeah, it got wet and then I tried to dry it. Alright. We're good. All right. Yeah. All right, you could do the rest of the bigger wood and then.
Yeah, I'll just make a frame for silver pot on it.
All right, I'm gonna do some of the napping vid. We got.
Like I'm just gonna.
We got some nice camp wood.
Make a frame for.
Yep. All right, have fun with that. You good? Looks good to me. Straight across, straight across. Do it again. Almost. Oh, yep, it did go all the way. There. I'm gonna hit here and see how this looks. That looks fine. That looks fine. See, like, I mean, it's really almost across the whole thing. Looks good and sharp to me there. Okay. Leave a tiny bit in to keep it cool looking, like that. What do you guys think? Creek Rock, Onondaga. We will heft that and test it out. Whew, just in time, the sun has gone down. Look at that. See those overshot flakes? If you hit it the right angle with the right force, almost every single one can be an overshot. And it really thins it down really fast. Alright guys, just finished making this point on camera. It has crystals in the base. And then Leah prepared some pepper campfire meal. Look at that. Charcuterie. Some water. Some lanterns, the flint and steel stuff that I just started the fire with. There's the wood. And there's quinoa cooking. Look at that. And I just filmed right there. So we got the cheese, we got the pepper, we got the salsa, we got the drinks, we got the charcuterie, we got the wadobo and the salt. Wadobo, look that up if you don't know what that is. We got the spring water, we got the other cooking stuff, the lantern, the flint and steel stuff, and she's got the spear point.
It does smell
She's
like
sniffing
oil.
it.
That's weird.
Too close. What do you think?
It is very sharp.
It's
and it's
extremely
kind of like
sharp,
sparkly.
right?
I don't know if they'll be able to see that.
It's got shimmeries in it.
It's really sharp. Oh my god.
Made a little Dalton.
Yeah, that's scary. There you go.
And food is quinoa is cooking. Just a little bit of firewood. And this is where I just filmed all that. And I still got a whole bag full of rock. Look at that. Alright, so I got the pine pitch. I got the sinew right here. I'm gonna soak it in some water. Put the point into the dart. Fit it nice. Melt the pitch in there. And then wrap it a little bit with the sinew. So I'm just gonna do that, and then we'll let it dry overnight, and we'll test it in the morning. The sinew's in there. Got this with pine pitch. See those glimmers in it? Look at that. You might want to just straighten out a tiny bit. It's sitting flush in there. It's not too deep, so it might detach, but that is okay. We're just testing durability, sharpness, and how it works. I'm gonna add that. So, it does not look amazing, but the pepper from the farm stand here is like the best pepper I ever had. This is delicious. It's a little bit too much cheese.
Oops. Ew, what are you doing?
We also got a, showing how stringy it is. I could tie the spear point with this thing. Okay. We also got a tomato from the farm stand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she brought the quinoa. I don't know where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat this.
Yeah, whatever the heck that is.
Chunky salsa.
I know that brand is. It's so good.
Alright.
Casa Mamita.
I gotta charge up the phone. I just wanted to show tomato, green pepper, cheese, and a little bit of quinoa. It's amazing. Amazing camp food.
Salsa.
Oh, and salsa mixed in. Okay. Catch you guys later. I don't know if that's gonna come out. It's kind of dark.
It's dark. Yeah, this is like one of the nicest state parks I've ever been to. It has so many different amenities.
There's a lot of people
all over
around.
the place. There's as well. Everybody's been so friendly.
Yeah. Exception one, but I'm not going to talk
Exception
about
one.
that.
There was one exception. Tomorrow we'll check out the nature center.
Mm-hmm.
They have a museum.
Yeah, there's a nature center. There's a museum. In one of my videos from last year, I did a tour of the museum, and I uploaded it with Ken Wallace doing a video. There's a video in the museum. Ken Wallace, who's goes by Paleoman52 on YouTube, and he actually narrates the video for the museum, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So I'll clip in that video from last year up in the corner here. But this video's a little dark, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you are out in this area, this is the state park to go to.
So I let this sit up there and it dried pretty nice. Dried fast. Jerky gave me the idea. Alright, giveaway contest. All you gotta do, number 1 through 10,000, and tell me your favorite rock and why. And that's it. Winner will be chosen at random with a random number generator. And then, depending on creativity, you might get extra points. And that's it. You know what this reminds me of every time I come here? The edge is right there, the cliff. It says it's 550 feet down. And every time I go over to the edge, all that I could think about is the very first time that I threw a dead wolf off a cliff in Skyrim. Right here, check it out. And it made me laugh so hard for like days. Just the wolf spiraling and spinning and hitting the rocks and falling all the way down. Hilarious. Made little splat sounds every time it hit. Okay, enough of that. I just had more ice cream. Let's Dough Buffalo.
Round 2.
From the stand over there, but I wanted to show these about 100 years old shelters with still working fireplaces. And I guess you're allowed to just set a fire in there? I don't know. Where's the blue jay? Hi, Sam. There he is. Right there. Where? That's a chipmunk. Here he is. He's missing his tail. No, he's got a mouth. Something thought his tail was a worm. Oh, that's what happened, I guess. He's running for his life. There he is.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 blue jays.
We're watching a battle of Mother Nature here. Blue jay chasing another blue jay and a chipmunk chasing a chipmunk with its tail ripped off. Where'd it go? Blue jay. They're everywhere. 225 feet. The Wolf Creek drops 225 feet. Timberwolf dug its dens in the valley's gravel banks. There he is. Last word.
You can eat that, right?
Yep. It's too high. Wow, what a good trip. 10,000 subs. Video's getting more views finally. Getting some good rock. Getting cut really bad. Look at that. Ah. Doesn't look bad, but it's deep. Puncture wound. It says new skin. First aid antiseptic liquid bandage spray. Maybe I'll put that in my description for my napper friends. I'm just parked on the edge of the cliff here. Leah's going to look. I'm trying to wake up. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to stop at a few spots on the way home to try and collect more rock. If I see anything good, I'll film it. Let me know if you guys watched the whole thing. If you did, write full stop in the comments. And this will probably be the end of the episode here. Just go back to the middle if you missed the contest rules, the giveaway contest. I'm going to give away a box of the rock that I collect and nap. The stuff that I nap. I give away a medium flat rate box of that stuff. And one of my blades inside. You just got to go back and find those rules. And do that. And it will be chosen with random number generator and extra special prize for anyone who wins with a really good comment. So, comment. Discover the park's fascinating geological history. So this is a good piece for flint and steel fire starting, for those of you watching that are interested in that. And if you find a piece that has enough flint in it, get your striker and you can start a fire with your flint and steel.
Show it up more.
So there's slate and shale mixed in here. Little pieces. And it has layers. So if you find, I don't think there's going to be a hammerstone here. I'll try this. But I need a bigger hammerstone. There we go. So this stuff can flake, but it's going to come off in layers, like sheets. And I actually just saw in a museum a point made out of this stuff. An arrowhead made out of this stuff. I'll clip that in so you can see. Cool. hear that sound? That sound that you just heard, the animal sound, is a chipmunk. It means he's startled.
They go, ah!
Yeah. The doot 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 doot. That's a chipmunk. Gotta clip one in. So this is a good piece for flint and steel fire starting, for those of you watching that are interested in that. Sometimes you could find these little pieces of flint along rivers. And if you find a piece that has enough flint in it, get your striker and you could start a fire with your flint and steel. This edge here would do good, this edge here would do good, and I could actually demo that if you give me a moment to go and get my striker. Little pieces. I'll look around a little bit more here. There's little pieces. Alright, I am in the middle of the wildlife refuge here. It says road closed, bridge closed, so we can't drive any further into the wilderness. However, I pulled up right here and there's a bone right there. There's bones. Little bits of bone, more right there, and then right next to that is little tiny pieces of flint. Even here, there's a bigger piece right here. Look at that. So, crazy. Just in the gravel. Alright guys, it is getting late. I lost track of what day I'm on here. This is like day 6, maybe 7. This bridge is like sketchy. I don't want to fall in the swamp. swamp. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Let me know in the comments if you are, and what else you would like to see. Definitely chime in. I really want to hear what you have to say. And don't forget to hit the like button. Helps out a lot. You'd be surprised. Like and subscribe. Okay, guys. Hey, gooses. Go. Leah. How clear the water is. Is it coming out blue on the camera?
Yep.
I can feel the mist from here, even this one's further away. The other falls look bigger. Just because I'm further away. So right here was the rainbow. So I'm standing in a rainbow. I feel the mist hitting me. It's cold, there's wind, and there's awesome rocks right there. I think that's limestone. I can feel the vibration of the water from up here, but there's a water drain right here and here.
It's so loud.
Smells. What does that smell?
River.
It smells like it smells like when you wake up in the forest and it's a misty morning. It's like in a pine forest.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
That's what it smells like.
That mist. It's very cooling.
Cool. Welcome to Letchworth State Park. This place is pretty big. Like if you look at the map here, the river flows through the whole center of the park. It's pretty beautiful. I've only been here once. Here's the info. Donated his 1,000 acre estate to become a park. It's 14,500 acres, 17 miles long. Grand Canyon of the East. Discover the park's fascinating geological history. That's what I am here for. One of the things I really love doing is just driving through areas and looking at the landscape, kind of imagining how things used to be thousands of years ago and how much wider these rivers probably were, and just being amazed that they named it Oil Creek. I don't know why you would name it Oil Creek. I guess if Oil Lake up there, I don't know, I guess it just makes sense. I don't know. See, it says Seneca Nation Oil Spring Territory. Oil spring? I don't know what that means. Does that mean there's just oil flowing out?
Maybe.
I know nothing about that. But that's one of the things I'm saying is when I'm just driving through areas, like just driving through, I learn things. Because, you know, when I pause, I'll go look that up now on Google and be like, what the heck? Oil spring, and then read about it, and then I got all information about this area too, and then I could map that away in my brain. But we are going to the land of rocks, and I have a good tip on where there is some good flint, so hopefully, I don't know if it's reachable, but we'll see. Autopilot. I sleep now. Good night. Alright, we just crossed the New York border. We're in New York now. And we managed to get gas for $4.32 at the Seneca gas station.
That's like 45 cents cheaper than everywhere else.
Yeah, I don't know how it's so cheap, but it was. And there was big lines for it. So, awesome. And now we're in the town of Allegheny. We just entered it. And I'm not really too sure where we're going yet, but
I think another thing for me is to come to beautiful places. I think that in this modern world, you need to take time for that. Jay just talked about exercise and your physical health. Take care of your mental health too. Come to beautiful places. It is so refreshing.
so the other app I recommend everyone to get is the iSeek, I-S-E-E-K.
I'm gonna come around this way, the glare.
iSeek and iNaturalist. When you zoom in, it'll tell you what you took a picture of, whether it be a plant or a bug or a snake or an animal, whatever. And then you could hit view species for learn new things. When you hit view species, it brings up all the about information.
Cool.
Creek rock, creek rock. Messing with creek rock as usual. I made this. It's gonna be a separate video. Lots of damage in that thing. I got around a lot of it. Don't have too much battery, unfortunately. This stuff. Crummy. Yeah. Wonder if I have enough time to pressure flake stuff.